Guardians, ghosts, and whoever's currently dancing at the postmaster, welcome back to Light It Up, the Kinderguardian survival show that asks, did you reload before we started this episode? I'm Buddy, hunter, cloak model, and guy who just dismantled the same pulse rifle 5 times.
Because he keeps getting the same one and forgetting.
It's called Optimism, Echo. Today we're going to break down everything you need to know about staying alive long enough to become the legend you were resurrected to be. Whether you're fresh off your first resurrection or just trying to figure out which end of a fusion rifle to point at the enemy, we've got you covered. All right, you got guns, great, but you've also got slots, kinetic, energy, power. No, they're not for organizing snacks.
Though that would be more helpful for some Guardians I know.
Look, I was hungry during that Vex strike. Anyway, let's break this down. Your weapon slots are basically your Guardian's 3 hands. And yes, I know we only have 2 hands. Work with me here.
Kinetic weapons go in the first slot. Bullets, arrows, punches with bullets. They don't have an elemental energy, just pure physical damage. Think of them as your reliable workhorses.
Like that Kvostov you probably started with. Nothing fancy, just good old-fashioned lead. These are great for taking down enemies without shields or when you just want something dependable.
Energy weapons are in slot 2, same as kinetic but with elemental flair. Think arc, solar, or void. Great for melting enemy shields and showing off at parties.
Match the shield color with your weapon element and watch shields pop like Cabal drop pods on an unsuspecting fire team. Arc for arc shields, solar for solar shields. You get it.
And your power slot is for the big stuff. Rockets, swords, giant lasers. Use sparingly or just yell YOLO and swing wildly like he does.
I have 0 regrets. Power ammo is purple, rare, and worth its weight in glimmer. Save it for bosses, yellow bars, or that one Crucible player who keeps sniping you.
Remember that some weapon types can appear in different slots. You might find hand cannons in both kinetic and energy slots, for example.
The trick is balancing your loadout. Having all short-range weapons is great until you meet a boss that one-shots you from 50 meters. Maybe pack a scout rifle. Quick weapon breakdown. Hand cannons, space revolvers. Cool factor, 10 out of 10. Accuracy depends on whether you're a Cade 6 wannabe or actually practiced with one.
They're high damage, high risk. Miss a shot and you'll be reloading while everything tries to eat you.
Auto rifles. Your best friend early on. Point, hold trigger, problem solved. They're reliable, forgiving, and perfect when you're still learning which end of the gun shoots.
Think of them as training wheels with bullets. Great sustained damage, but you'll burn through ammo faster than Zavala burns through his patience with Guardians dancing on his desk.
Shotguns. Like knocking on death's door with a thunderclap. Great in close quarters. Terrible at social distancing. 1 shot, 1 kill. Unless it's a boss, then it's more like 10 shots and run out of ammo.
And don't forget SMGs, for when you want an auto rifle but smaller and angrier. Snipers, for picking off enemies from so far away they don't even know you exist yet. And bows, yes, bows. This is a space war, not a Ren fair, and somehow they still work.
Don't sleep on bows. They're silent, deadly, and look awesome when you land a headshot midair. Plus, there's something satisfying about taking down an alien war machine with a glorified stick and string.
Pulse rifles offer a middle ground, 3-round bursts that balance precision and forgiveness. And fusion rifles charge up before unleashing a burst of energy that can vaporize multiple enemies at once.
Bottom line, try everything. That sidearm might seem weak until you're surrounded by thrall and need something that fires fast. Every weapon has its moment to shine. Let's talk fire teams. This isn't a solo gig, unless you're one of those mysterious hunters who vanishes mid-mission and shows up with loot nobody else found.
He's talking about himself.
A fire team is 3 players. That's the magic number for strikes, gambit, crucible, and later, nightfalls. It's like a group project where everyone has rocket launchers and no one wants to do the objective.
The trick is learning synergy. Titans put up barricades and punch things that get too close. Warlocks keep everyone alive with healing rifts. Hunters, well, they make everything look good while doing questionable things in the corner.
We're tactical scouts. Map exploration is crucial.
Is that what you call it when you're off collecting regional chests while your teammates are fighting the boss?
I'm providing a valuable service. Those materials don't collect themselves.
Fire teams work best when each member understands their role. Titans are your frontline defense. Big, bulky, and ready to throw themselves between you and danger.
Warlocks are your support class. They'll drop wells, throw healing grenades, and occasionally lecture you about some obscure hive god they read about.
And hunters add mobility and precision damage. They'll clear ads, generate orbs, and disappear right before something needs heavy lifting.
Exactly. Also, if your team wipes, it's probably the Titan's fault. If you win, it was the hunter. That's just science.
And if something weird happens involving space magic no one understands, blame the Warlock. We're used to it.
The most important thing about fire teams, though? Communication. Whether it's chat, voice, or just frantically shooting at something important, find ways to coordinate. A disorganized team is just 3 Guardians dying separately. And now it's time for the Tower Mailbag, where we answer your burning questions about loot, shooting, and why Zavala sounds perpetually disappointed.
Today's question comes from a brand new Guardian in the EDZ.
Hey, buddy. How do I know if a weapon is good? I've got like 12 green ones, and they all look the same.
Okay, first, green means common, trash tier. You'll outgrow them faster than a sparrow driven by a Titan.
Look for blue, rare, purple, legendary, and eventually gold, exotic. Purples are your bread and butter for most activities.
The rarity ladder goes white, green, blue, purple, gold. Each step up means better stats and more perks. Once you hit level cap, you'll basically only use purple and gold.
And don't get too attached to anything below legendary. You'll be swapping them out every 5 minutes during the campaign.
Also, pay attention to stats, range, stability, reload, and perks. A Feeding Frenzy plus Rampage combo? That's Chef's Kiss. A scout rifle with hipfire grip? Hey, dismantle it and move on.
If you're not sure, look for perks that complement each other. Outlaw speeds up reload after precision kills, so pairing it with Kill Clip, which boosts damage after reloading, is synergy at its finest.
And remember, sometimes the ugliest gun in your vault might be a god roll. Don't judge a pulse rifle by its rusty exterior.
Are your light abilities feeling a little dim? Stressed from constantly being shot at by the forces of darkness? Visit Ikora's Mind Garden, now open near the bazaar. Quiet contemplation in a serene environment designed by warlocks for everyone. Meditate, float, ponder the infinite. Side effects may include existential dread, spontaneous void awakening, and the overwhelming urge to start collecting books.
Last time I went, I left with 3 more questions and no answers.
That's just warlock energy. Did you try the guided astral projection package?
No, I got the Find Your Inner Solar Light session. Spent 30 minutes staring at a candle until it exploded.
That wasn't supposed to happen. This week only, special discount for Titans. We know meditation is hard when your solution to everything is punching. First session comes with complimentary crayons and a stress ball shaped like a cabal head.
I heard they're opening a hunter section too.
Yeah, it's just a dark corner where you can brood dramatically while sharpening a knife.
3 quick tips so you don't get booted from the team. I like to call these Buddy's Basics Don't Be That Guardian. 1. Pick up orbs. Those shiny little light nuggets charge your super and make your ghost proud. Plus, they're literally begging to be collected. Don't be the Guardian stepping over free power. 2. Don't shoot your power weapon at your teammates' back, even if it's funny, even if they deserved it, even if you're just